Do you want to play on Saturday? Do you need to play? Is it more productive after the practices against a team like the Colts? How does that play out for
I think we'll just see, just far as, what's the plan for that for the week and for the game that Saturday. Obviously, we're going to get great work throughout the week going against those guys. So we'll see. We'll see.
Were you ever part of joint practices in Miami?
Yes.
So, I mean, what do you gain from
Well, it's obviously it's always good to go against an opponent, somebody different than the guys that you see, and I know for receivers, a lot of the DBs know our routes and our splits and stuff like that. So it's good to go against some people that haven't seen it before and be able to execute. So it's good. And they were a playoffs contending team last year, so it'll be good.
I mean, do you sort of see it as a way to test yourselves against a team that's
No question.
really good?
No question. I mean, obviously, we're going up there to compete, but take care of each other and take care of, both sides, our guys, their guys, but we coming to compete.
You weren't on the field.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
You weren't on the field when Mayfield led the offense for that quick score against Washington. But I'm sure you had impressions of what that signifies in terms of how the offense might be better this year.
Yeah. I mean, I think we did a lot of great things last year. I think, that shows that other guys can, step in when need be and make plays, and Hig did a heck of a job. Trail here did an awesome job. I think he caught 2 passes back-to-back out the backfield that really kind of extended the drive on second down, third down. So, it shows you that other guys can make plays, and, that's what we want to see.
In what ways was that an indication that Mayfield is taking a step?
I mean, he did what he needed to do. He went out there. He didn't turn the ball over. I think he was 5 for 6, something like that, 5 or 6, and a touchdown. He did what he needed to do, and we took him out.
Jarvis, can you talk about just how disconcerting and hard it is for a football team when you see one of your teammates go down on the field like that and have to get carted off?
Yeah, it's never a moment at any point in time in any sport or just in anything. You that's a sight that anybody wants to see. He's has in our prayers.
And we just got an update that he has feeling in all of his extremities and
Oh, good.
he's
Good.
been taken to University Hospital for further evaluation. So what kind of a relief is it to know that something like that?
Yeah, it was huge. At the beginning, he really wasn't moving, and then, he began to move his legs a little bit and move his arms, and acknowledge Joe and the trainers as they were talking to him. So we knew that was a good sign, but that's even better.
It's just one of the parts of football that you guys kind of live with that in the back of your mind that at any given time this is the violent sport that you play.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. That is something that we think about all the time. No, I mean, obviously we know it happens, and but we don't never really want it to happen to ourselves or anybody else.
How do you regroup and keep practicing after something like that?
We called it up. We talked about how obviously it's unfortunate and it's hard to witness, but we got to keep the energy at practice the same. We got to pick it up, and I think we finished practice pretty well. So despite that.
When something like that does happen, Jarvis, especially you're cutting across middle, you get cleaned up. You think, man, that could be me?
Yeah, I mean, it could be on any play. It could be anybody. It's just the game we play, and it happens.
You guys are going to Indy. Do you like practicing?
I don't mind. I know I've done it twice in Philadelphia and in Carolina versus the Panthers. So I don't mind. I think it's good.
Do you think you get better work in because it's not your same team over and over?
Yeah, I mean, not so much that it's better work, but it's always good to change the competition a little bit, see where you are as a team, throughout the week. And again, they were a contending playoff team last year. They played in a playoff game, so for us, that's where we want to be, and we get a chance to do some stuff against them. So we'll see.
In terms of Monken being on board now and an offensive coordinator, a new offensive coordinator, how much more have you had to learn and guess at as you get to try to know what Monken is doing and what he might do?
Yeah, it hasn't been a lot of new things. A lot of the things I just can say is just route detail, which is small things that can be corrected easily. So we're just working out that, fine-tuning the details. That's
Whether
it.
it's route detail or something else, what do you, if you can even say, what are you trying to add to your repertoire this year, either skill set wise or overall?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's just being able to be creative when we just do decide to start scheming teams up and stuff like that. Then putting different type of routes, specifically designed for that type of player or the player.
Jarvis is one of the leaders, and Antonio Callaway being in your room. Have you talked to him about a suspension, given him advice, support, any of the above?
Well, he already has a support system, and it continues to grow with us as players. We stand behind Antonio. We here for him whenever he wants to talk. We talk to him. Whatever. It's just the relationship that we have, and everybody goes through things. And they need people to be there for him, and we there for him.
Are you hopeful he can turn this around and still have
Absolutely.
a productive season for you guys?
Absolutely. Can't wait to have him back.
Go ahead, Nate.
What is it about him makes you think he can get this
I
right?
mean, the kid has all the abilities. He has all the tools to be a guy that can make plays at a high level. He has the speed, the catching ability, the route running, all those things, and if we can get that all together, he's going to be a hell of a player.
Did you have an inkling that he was struggling in any way? Were you already kind of helping him and boosting him up a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, we talked. Didn't really have any true idea about what was really going on, but we talked, and I think again, just being a support system, all the guys in the building, from top to bottom, being behind them and supporting them, and helping them through this tough time, because it is a tough time for them, regardless of the fact.
Higgins has been around for a while now, and he's been kind of conspicuous in this camp. What is his game that might indicate, in addition to the fact that Beckham and you are there to take heat off him? What in the overview might be different for him this year, and maybe give him a breakout year?
Yeah, I mean, he made a lot of plays last year, that I can still remember. He made plays out there today. He's been making plays throughout training camp. He's definitely a guy that is going to help us, and he's going to make plays, and we trust and know that, and Baker has to trust in him, and he has the confidence in himself to be able to make the plays when he's called.
As an expert in the slot, how would you grade him as a slot guy?
Yeah, no, man. I think Higgs shows his versatility. He's been playing a bit inside. He's been playing a bit outside. So he's showing his versatility, showing that he could be more than a slot guy. I think all slot guys want to show that they can do more than play in the slot. So, he's been showing that, and he's been making plays. So.
You feel like he's ready to kind of take that number 3 role and run with it if Callaway's not in there?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the room is full of competition. It's full of competition. I think everybody has an opportunity to play. Everybody's going to get an opportunity to make plays as well. So, just for us, just think about it and looking at it. Again, when we start to scheme teams and things like that, guys will be able to step into their role that way. And, when they're called, they'll make the plays, I'm sure.
I know we saw you make a lot of spectacular one-handed catches last year. Now we're seeing Odell do it on a daily basis. Because you're so good at it, what allows you guys to make the kind of spectacular catches that maybe other guys can't?
I mean, we have really big hands. And outside of that, if you talk to anybody, John or anybody, they look for receivers with big hands. Like, that's just a thing. And outside of that is confidence. Just a lot of confidence. I'm sure you guys have seen videos of catching jugs and stuff like that. Like, you're building confidence. Like, a lot of the guys still train on the jugs, but they still don't have the confidence to really do it. So I think a lot of it is just confidence.
Were you in one playoff game or two when you were the Dolphins? One. I'm sure you'd like more. Along those lines, what kind of hunger do you have now that it seems that the Browns are capable? What kind of hunger do you have to get something done this year?
Man, very, very. It's been a thought on my mind since, I stepped into the NFL. That road to the playoffs is tough, and the road through the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl is even tougher. And I can't say I made it to that stage yet. I haven't won a playoff game, to know what it feels like. But I think we're setting the pace for it, and we're gonna have an opportunity to be there. So.
Jarvis, how was that moment Saturday with you guys watching make a play like that?
It was amazing. Just right before he went out on the sideline, me and Odell talking to him, and we telling him like, you about to take this one to the house, just catch it first, and honestly, that's what he did, you know, and obviously by the reaction of all the players, you know how excited and how much, how proud we are of him, you know, and his story, and the energy that he brings to this team is something that, you know, you can't really replace, and I'm happy he's here.
Is it almost hard to believe that he could talk his way into a workout without an invite?
I know. I mean, he needs to be working on my marketing team too after here, because golly. But you know, God works in mysterious ways, and you know, he's here, he has the opportunity, and he's taking advantage of it, and that's the most important thing.
You know, he's a little guy, but just to try to assess what gives him a chance to even be out here. Seems like he's like a little water bug. You don't quite know what his quick first move is going to be.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. You know, we kind of been hearing that he's a fast guy, but never really actually had the opportunity to see him break away from anybody. And you know, we saw it on Saturday and Thursday, and I was like, okay, he really is fast. You know.
How much work do you want in the preseason?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like now going into year 6, practice is good. You know, obviously, you know, being able to go against other opponents, and you know, the physical aspect of the game is something that you can't really mimic in practice. But you know, I think for me, you know, whether it's a series or 2 series this week or next week, whatever it is, you know, if I'm ready to go, I'll be out there.
Do you think your connection with Baker has improved since last season?
Yeah, I mean, I think it continues to grow. You know, I think, again, the beauty about Baker is he's very transparent. So he's talking about, you know, what did I see? You know, this is what he saw, you know, and it helps us get on the same page, you know, and I think with that, it continues to show the maturity and the growth in our relationship on the field, you know, so it's
He's
good.
from a different conference than you're from. And, you know, of course, you know, Dorsey thought he was worth the #1 overall. But when he first came in, did it take you for a while to accept that, you know, is he all that? Were you asking yourself, is he all that?
No, I believe, I don't mean to cut you off, but I believe since he was in college, like, you know, and to understand that we had the first pick and it might be him, you know, I was excited about that as well, you know, so I've been a believer now.
Do you sometimes look at the connection that Baker and Richard have, and do you see that there is something a little bit special between the two of them that is still carried over from last year when they just repped it and repped it and repped it?
Talking about Higgs?
Higgins and Baker, how they
Yeah.
just kind of have that simpatico thing going on?
You know, and it's amazing, you know, again, when you have a quarterback that's transparent and that you can talk to, you know, and he understands that different people see things differently, different people learn differently, you know, and he understands how to work with each and every guy individually, and I think that's what helps him be on the same page. And, you know, if he's on the same page and we're making the plays on the outside, it looks really damn good, you know?
If a guy is like primarily used to playing on the outside and then he starts getting used in the slot, what sort of stuff does he need to learn? What are kind of the big differences there for him?
Obviously just coverages. You know, you got a lot of the inside routes, you know, you have multiple routes on one play. You know, so reading coverages, being able to decipher whether it's zone, man, things like that. But those things come with experience. You know, some guys can move in the slide depending on scheme. But, you know, it's a little tougher. It's a little tougher. You got to block bigger guys, you know, so it gets a little tougher in there. A lot of hard work goes into it, for sure.
You're 27 years old, right?
I'm 26. Come on now, don't put that on me.
Sorry, so you're even younger. But my question is, you know, and this is a tough league. You take shots. But have you asked yourself, am I as fast as I ever was? And that's my question. Are you as fast as you've ever been?
Yeah.
Even you're young, but you've been around for a while now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I continue to, you know, strengthen and grow. Do I believe that I'm slowing down? Absolutely not. I think I'm getting faster. The key for me now is just staying healthy and being healthy. You know, understanding the league, understanding that it is a long season, bodies go through a lot. Being able to work, you know, hand in hand with Joe and Coach Freddie to understand, you know, some days, you know, may need to dial back on the reps, things like that to take care of the body to make sure that on Sunday, you know, you're 100% and ready to go.
Thanks, Jarvis.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.